Yeah, because now, but we do appreciate you for coming and being here. You're so cute.
Thank you.
You look just like your sister. It's scary a little bit, like
Yeah, everybody, everybody say that you just your twin. You look just like your sister. I'm like, thank
Right. They probably used to say your sister look like you.
you. Yeah.
It's almost like a urban legend. Like she's a legend now. You get what I'm saying?
I feel, you know, it's kind of, weird because, I ain't never really feel me done this before, but it's kind of nice though. Like, about like spreading the awareness and
Mm-hmm.
everybody,
It's a
screaming justice for Naziyah,
yeah,
makes me feel good.
yeah, because it's like a celebratorial situation. Although the circumstances, unfortunately, we had to get to know you under bad circumstances because it was a
Yeah.
bad thing that happened to your sister, unfortunately. But I just want to let you know that this may be the story that's told in the world. She may have had to be the face for it to bring that awareness. She's not the only one. I know someone in my family, same age, same situation, a auntie boyfriend. It happened in my family. So I just saw Toya Regine, Lil Wayne's daughter. Toya brother came out and said, my uncle got my mama pregnant. That's how I got here. Her big brother Walter, I was like, what? But these things happen.
Yeah, in this
It's
world,
just the murder usually doesn't happen
yeah,
or the disappearance.
I agree.
But usually a baby born to a family member is swept under the rug. Incest happens all the time.
Yeah, but now, like, all this is big, like, now, like, kids, coming forward, adults coming forward, a lot of people coming forward, and that's good. I feel
Hmm.
like that's good because it's good for the community. I feel like everybody, we should want the community to be safe, not just for us, but for the kids,
Yeah.
to change lives.
So we gonna get into it. We gonna get
Yeah.
into it. I want to know. So your sister was 13 during the disappearance. Is she still 13 or did she turn 14 already?
She turned 14.
Okay, so now she's 14 and you.
September 16th.
So what age are you now?
I'm 18.
Okay, so you're 18,
Yep,
she's 14.
18.
So that will give you guys like a 4-year age
Mhm.
difference. Okay. So 4-year age difference. Same mom, same dad?
Same mom, different dad.
Okay, where's your dad?
I don't know. I think
Okay.
they said my dad was deceased last time. I checked in. They
Hmm.
said my dad was deceased, but her dad passed away before she went missing.
I did see this story and I also heard his interview. He sounded in deep grief. Have you ever seen her dad physically? Like met him?
Yeah, I had. He pulled up on me one day. We chopped it up, went out to eat. He just kicked it with me. Cause I ain't really meet him like that. I ain't never get to meet my sister dad like that.
So you didn't know him until the disappearance. You never met him.
Like I knew like she had a dad. I knew he was coming around and stuff, but I ain't never like known him personally.
Okay. So basically, when he found out she disappeared, that's when he probably like connected with you a little bit more.
Yep, soon he was trying to like want to help me out.
And that's a great thing to
Yeah, that
do
was good.
because somebody taught me. I used to always be like, no,
Yeah, I got it.
forget that.
Yeah, I got it.
Forget
Yeah.
that. It wasn't even that. It was just like, no, if you weren't here then, I'm not forgiving nobody. Don't come around now. Somebody told me. The person that helped me start this podcast, they passed away.
Yeah.
He told me, like, long as somebody got breath in their body, they should have a right to, redo their wrongs. And it hit me hard, like, right. Who are we not to forgive or, let people still come around after they made a mistake because we are humans.
And I feel like when people do come around, after when they did something, it brings back the energy every time.
Yeah.
Like the same flashbacks, the same emotion.
Hmm.
It's not it. That's
So,
why like a lot of people best off staying from around it. So a lot of people don't go to funerals and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I understand.
So both of you guys' dads are deceased. So where's your mom at this point?
My mom, she's out here somewhere. She's in Detroit.
Okay.
She close by, but she's out here grieving. She trying to like she going through it. You know, she got her addiction and stuff. I love my mom, but she going through it.
Yeah,
So,
and you should love your mom regardless of her circumstance. You know, she gave you life, and that's honorable for you to say.
I just pray every day. Pray every day, every night. Things get better. God bless us with more blessing. And it's just all about just doing right. Doing right and like everybody not perfect.
That's
Everybody
right.
make mistakes. That's where I feel like where I made a mistake when I left home. I feel like I should have stayed home a little bit longer, but I had to do what I had to do for it. So.
Yeah. So you regret leaving the house then? Would you
Yeah,
say
but at
that?
the same time, it's like when I did leave, stuff was getting better. It's just the people that be around.
What you mean by things were getting better?
Like, like my grandma. Well, I'm gonna start off with me because I left the house. So.
Yes.
Like I started getting my life together. Getting my own ID. Which everybody should have. ID, just getting my information. Just getting my life right, job, and all. Just keeping the head on.
Because there's scenario going around that's stating that you ran away. So did you leave home or did you run away?
I left home. I just left home. I ain't run away. I just left home. Like it was incidents that I did run away. Like it was one time I did, run away. And because like I think I was going through that depressed moment at the time, like all them flashbacks, think about mom and stuff, what happened to us and stuff. It's deep.
Okay.
And it was just a lot, and I feel like my grandma, she wasn't there like to check in on like our mental, like where me and my little sister mental is at, as far as being like a mom, because she was our guardian.
Yeah.
So it wasn't up there. It wasn't all like she wasn't checking, seeing where our mental was at. Is y'all okay? Or things gonna be okay. We ain't really do nothing. We ain't really go out. That's just honest.
So basically, it was like a cage situation. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I grew up in a strict house. So would you say your grandmother was strict?
She was stuck in her own way, so I can't.
Cause
I mean, like I'm not gonna bash her for it.
Yeah.
It's okay, but I wasn't. It wasn't for me.
Okay, because if you could hear, I got a little accent. My mom's from the South, so they grew up on a farm of Tunnel Springs, Alabama, right by Pensacola, Florida. So my mom grew up with all that, farmland, know how to sew by hand, cook everything from scratch. She know how, they had bulls on their land. My mom she said for fun, they used to run from the bulls, jump in the vineyard, and jump. So they grew up really, really strict, but my mom, she grew up so strict. I only have sisters. I don't have no brothers. But she would nail down the windows. My mom did play like men in our house and sitting on men laps. It's just certain things that women do have to teach young girls.
I agree.
And if you don't, sometimes that could be a casualty.
Safety can be in
molestation, of abuse, mental, because every abuse is not just sexual. It could be mentally, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot. So
yeah.
So your grandmother was more like strict then. So basically, like y'all really just was like, in the house, really not leaving that much, not going nowhere, and she probably, just
we took our time. Like it was mostly like take care of responsibilities around the household. Like me, I used to leave basketball practice, come home, clean up, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do my chores and stuff. But I feel like that was taking like a bunch from what I wanted to do, where I was, that's where like all my talent and stuff was at, like basketball. I was good at basketball, had nice good grades, and I had got a scholarship at Ball State, Ferris State University and stuff.
Okay.
and they wanted me to come play basketball. So I had that opportunity, but it was just like when I started missing practices, missing games and stuff,
Yeah.
because I had to be at home, take care of stuff at home.
Hmm.
Yeah, I lost it.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but
So,
you can always probably try to,
yeah,
regain
but I
that
feel
back and
like
go
my
back
head,
if you
like,
want.
yeah, my head is on like something like more level. Like I'm on a different level now. Like I don't know if I want to, play basketball no more.
Okay.
Maybe it's still in me. I can still ball.
You
Like
say you still got it.
Summertime, I go to the court, ball duck, and I go hoop with my group of friends and stuff. We
Yeah.
text each other like, yeah, y'all ready to go to ball duck Saturday, and we all meet up.
Okay, I gotta see this, dude. I gotta see this. Might have to put something on FanDuel and catch you out there one day.
For real, and we could probably film it too. Just have
Okay.
this one day we could come out and just we'll let everybody know, like, look, we filming today, so everything we gonna get on camera. So I know everybody gonna if we be on camera, everybody.
Okay, right. Everybody want to show out. It's like when that girl come to practice.
Yeah, you know how it be. But yeah, I've been just taking it day by day, with this whole situation with my sister. I didn't come out and talk immediately because the detectives and they wanted us to stay off social media as much as we can because it was messing with the investigation. So
now, were you interviewed by the detectives?
she did ask me questions. I answered her questions.
But you wasn't interrogated.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't. They just asked me questions like, "Have you seen your sister? Or do you know anything?"
Okay.
The
What's the basic standard questions when someone is a missing person?
Regular procedures. Yeah.
Now, however, dealing with the home situation, let's go back there. So, in the home with your grandmother, is it just you and Naziyah Harris that only stays there at this time?
No, it was multiple children.
Okay, so it wasn't never just your grandmother with just you and your sister living there. Okay, so now this is where the bigger picture come into play here. So when you say multiple children, so this is where your auntie must live there, right, with her children.
And then she had 2 other children that she adopted.
Oh, so she had 7 children.
She was a foster mom. I mean, we had a household. There was a lot of us. And then my other auntie come over, which is her twin. She bring her kids over. So, family, it's a lot.
It's a huge family, so it's a lot of kids there. So there's 7 children with your auntie who lives in the residence, correct? Okay, so
it might be more because my auntie was living there, but she moved. She got her own house.
Okay, so the other twin was living there as well with her kids.
Her 2 kids. Now they have their own house.
Okay, so how many kids does that twin have?
2.
Okay, so
then
now we're looking 5. At 9, and then you 2, so that makes 11. 3 adults, 11 children. How many bedrooms is in this home?
That's a lot.
It's at least about like 5, 6. Nice little house. She got a nice house. It's decent.
Okay, when I was listening to Naziyah Harris' father give his interview, he said whenever he went to the house was clean. I mean, up to par. He said he would have never suspected anything.
Yeah, we kept the house clean to make sure we stayed on our chores. We did our chores ourselves too. Like it'd be days when she didn't even have to get on us about our chores. We just keep the house clean.
Okay, so the aunt that's kind of under interrogation now, her name is Shannon. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So when did your other aunt kind of like leave the home? Were you still there when she left the home?
Wait, you talking about like my sister?
No, was your auntie Shannon's sister, her twin sister, was she still living there when you left the home, when you ran?
They was still living.
Okay, so everybody still was living under there when you ran away. So what age were you when you ran away from the home?
I was about small.
Because you're 18 now, so
15, 16.
15, 16, you never went back. Okay.
I stopped over there, check, I went over to check on my sister, kick with my grandma. Other than that.
Just, so you can handle your grief a little better. I know you said that was your biggest mistake leaving. Most young boys, if nobody told you, they leave around that time. you know, they leave the home. Every guy I've ever known that's of almost African American descent, if I can give a percentage, probably 85 to 90% leave their mother's home when they are around like 15, 16. So that's not out of the norm. However, everybody leave for different circumstances. Some may live with their father. Some may leave with a cousin that let them do more, or an older brother. So when you left, where did you go?
I went to go stay with a friend of mine.
Okay, so you still with a friend of yours. Now, was their parents more lenient? Is that why you kind of went?
Yeah, she was like more like caring. Like she was, you know,
Nurturing and stuff,
like
what you needed.
Everything. I had everything. She made sure we was good, went to school, everything.
Okay, so
I ain't had no problems there.
Okay, so you had more like love and attention from there. So that's basically what you was running away from.
And a lot of respect too. Like,
okay.
You know, everything I said, you know, they just say and they, you know, they listen to it.
Aww.
Okay.
You know. And they ain't just but, you know, just sit there and just judge me anything. They, you know, they understand everything I said.
Okay.
That's
So back to your grandmother's house. So when you're living there, did you ever see Jarvis there ever?
I seen him a couple times. Like usually when he'd come to, you know, visit his kids. You know, he'd come to see his kids. I ain't
y'all hit the like button.
Did he ever spend a night?
No, not that I know of. I ain't never seen him spend a night. I don't think my grandma played at no grown man, you know, spend a night in the house.
Yeah, because I know your grandmother said, like, no, he didn't really come in. He didn't spend a night.
No, she didn't. Like, she'd have him, like, fix stuff, like, you know. I remember the time, you know, that she had to replace the toilet. You know, she had him put the toilet in, fix some doors, you know, stuff that needed to be fixed around the house, you know, he had help with, you know.
But when the text messages was released,
it
was your sister stating, meet me in the basement or upstairs in the room. So that indicated to the public that this man had to been staying there based on the times. We don't know if your auntie was like sneaking him in because most, you know, I grew up with 4 sisters.
I don't know either, but it's like, you know, me hearing this whole situation and hearing the messages, he, you know, he groomed her. You know?
Yes.
And it wasn't even just like now. It just, you feel me? It was you feel me, a couple of years later too.
Yeah.
And you know, it was fresh to me. So when I heard it, it was like it broke me. I'm like, dang, you know, this deep, you know, this big. It's bigger than ever. But like me feeling like that towards like my sister, like dang, it's just like I wish she would have came to me. You feel me? But you feel me? She probably knew how I was gonna react. You know. Probably would have, you know.
But it seemed like what you ran to, that's what she was looking for. When you said you ran away to this other home, you was getting love, attention, caring, you know, it was respect, it was people listening to you, you had someone to talk to, versus her, she must have lacked what you lacked. Because it seemed like she was trying to get it from him, because not all of the texts were sexual. It was just saying, I want you to love me. I don't want to lose you. Like she was running, looking for love. And unfortunately, she found it from somebody that was a pedophile monster, basically.
Yeah, but she, dang, this crazy. She came to me and she was like, you know, she had talked to me times and times, like, when we be in school and stuff, you know, she likes when somebody, you feel me, always sort of like let me know, like, you know, cause you know that's just big bro. You know, all up in that, all in the business. She told me, you know, she had a couple, you feel me, boys that she dated, which is her age. You feel me, that was in her grade, and she knew them since they were like little. So it's like.
So you only knew of childhood, child play boyfriends, puppy love. You never knew it was serious. You never knew your sister was having sex, being molested. Even did you know she was pregnant?
I would know. No, that's what everybody keep asking me. Like, do you know your sister was pregnant? No, I did. When I looked inside the TikTok video, because somebody sent it to me. They said, go look at your sister's last TikTok video she made. I went to go look at it, and I didn't really see none of it. Like, because she had a coat on.
Yeah.
So I ain't really, when I looked at her face was puffy.
Like pie face.
So I was thinking about, it took me back when I had my daughter.
Yeah.
And my baby mama was pregnant with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Her face was puffy and stuff, so it was like you know what I'm saying? Did I want to believe or didn't want to believe it? But her face was getting puffy, so I could believe that she was pregnant. Yeah, and it was in the messages too, and then the pregnancy tests and stuff. So it's crazy. This whole situation is crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, are you in shock, you would say?
Yeah, I say I'm hurt too, but it's like I just wish everything. I just wish my auntie never messed with him. You know, everybody. I mean, she grown. You know, she gonna talk to who she talk to, but you should know. You should before you even talk to a person. You should know them. You know, you should know what they got going on, who that person is, and what that person is capable of. You know, and that's just real with anyone like that come around.
Yes, because I saw your auntie state, out her own mouth, say, yes, he told me that he went to jail before for being a child molester. She said,
words on you.
I gave him a chance because society gave him a chance and I was 19.
Lord.
So what do you got to say about that?
I feel like she should have just left him alone, you know? I can't see no, female just being with a pedophile.
Lord, they didn't.
So the thing is, to me,
YouTube
to your auntie, society doesn't have to house Jarvis. He doesn't have to live with them. He doesn't have to be around their kids. The judge don't know Jarvis. It's not living with Jarvis.
Based off paperwork,
Yeah, so he's released until the world, society doesn't have to house them.
Yeah, and this whole situation, I just wish, I just wish I was there for my little sister a little bit more than I was. Because don't get me wrong, I was there for my little sister just to clear everything up, And my little cousin, my cousin, nobody knew about none of this. Like, I know my auntie, she was, putting out reports and stuff, but I ain't never know what the reports and stuff was about. Because, I was little. I didn't really pay too much attention to that stuff.
Yes, because that was going to be my next question. Did any of y'all know before she passed that he was convicted pedophile before all of this?
No, I did. If I would have known, I would have, I feel like I would have took my sister with me if I would have known, you feel me? When he was coming around and then the kids being there, it's a lot of females in our family, so the kids and then, the little boys and stuff, it's not cool. I would have took my sister with me and I would have, try to connect with my auntie to see, what resolution could she come up with.
Because I also stated that his fiance that was on the stand, she said that Jarvis was very good with her kid and would take her kid to his shop. So did you ever go up to his shop? Did he ever teach you how to change oil, tires, anything?
I did go up there like during the summer, like one time. But I went up there with one time, because I used to walk to football practice and stuff like that, basketball practice and stuff. So I used to play for my school, and they got all types of men working there. And I did my research, and some of the men that was working at his, oil shop, they had the same background as him.
I found that out as well, that a lot of them went, because that's usually the only work they can get. Sometimes working for themselves.
You gotta let him talk.
So usually these independent contractors or mechanics or I'm not trying to put the label on all of them. Most people that work for themselves is because they may be a convicted felon, can't go out and get a job
or record messed up or
because I seen when they played the call. When King picked up the jail call that's been released, I can hear people in the background, what's up, Jarvis? They know what he in prison for. Why is y'all saying what's up?
He wasn't
to somebody that murdered or is responsible for the disappearing of a 13-year-old little girl. That all y'all knew was up there.
Yeah. Did you see it was a video of, I don't know if he actually Jarvis' brother or not.
Yeah, I saw that. So what do you think about that allegation? Jarvis' brother is stating that your auntie Shannon is the reason why Naziyah Harris is not here with us today.
I want to believe, but at the same time, I can't because one, I don't even know if that's actually his real brother. That's something everybody need to do research on first before we even jump into anything. If that's his real brother or not.
Right.
Two, I wouldn't be mad at him because I don't think nobody will play with any information like that, especially dealing with this high-profile case. I don't think nobody will play with a case like that. But he came on there and he was just like, he was saying like, yeah, they Shan knew, and
Yeah,
so
Shannon beat her up bad.
They must have contacted him. If that's the case. Jarvis must have contacted him.
So this could be a play of clear my name, put it on the auntie. Or this could be a play of I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I know we're really happy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this over.
I'm trying to get it off my conscience. But it is stated that he does have a brother. I think it is, we know he have a sister because she got on the stand and that was honorable of her. What do you think about his sister, Jarvis Butt's sister, getting on the stand saying that she actually did see your sister, Naziyah Harris, with him the day that she went missing at that mechanic shop?
She should have just, I feel like she should have just reported it. How would you let it get so far along? Like I feel like if anybody sees something weird, you go with your gut, report it, do what you do.
Yeah.
It's whether if you're right or wrong, it's best for safety, I say. I'm gonna say that safety wise for kids and everybody. Because I just can't see it.
So what is your relationship now with your auntie Shannon?
You feel me? I don't associate with my auntie like that. Honestly, I love her, but I can't love her for, you feel me, dating a molester and took my little sister out the world that was close to me, so I can't forgive her for that.
Do you think she need to be brought up on charges?
It's deep. It's really deep.
Do you think she knew?
I feel like she knows something. It's how the way she put herself out there. Like, you putting yourself out there like you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I know my people don't really deal with the internet like that, but they be on Facebook. I know they do. I know they be on Facebook, but they not trying to, you feel me? Nothing. I don't know.
What was your reaction when the judge said, as her auntie, you sat up here with no emotions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jarvis Brett's sister cried the whole time.
I sat there.
She was very emotional.
I kind of broke down. You feel me? When the judge told, when I watched it, and the judge said, you don't have no emotions.
And she said that about your grandmother as well.
Yeah,
no emotions. It was like they didn't care at all.
It was kind of deep. But I feel like at the same time, people, you feel me, trying to control their emotions. Like I feel like I wouldn't even want to break down in court. I'd probably do it closed doors, like when I get home or something like that.
Yeah, I can understand that from a man's point of view.
Yeah, when it's all said and done.
But from a woman's point of view,
yeah, like you said, from a woman's point of view,
a lover, your kid's father, and your young niece who is a victim, someone that has no control over what goes on in her life because she's a child. She can't think for herself as an adult, but you made an adult decision to bring this into her life, and you showed no emotion on the stand. You act like you was irritated,
And I agree. I love my grandmother, but feel like she needs to open her eyes a little bit more. Realize what time we in. When you stuck thinking all the time.
Yeah.
This is what's going on now. This is how our society is moving now.
So, do you think, based on, there was one specific text message I want to bring it up because I really don't want to bring up any of the graphic ones, that was out on your sister. There was one where your sister was asking your auntie a certain address or how to get to this certain street. Your auntie gave her that information how to get there, knowing they said that was a street that Jarvis used to be on. So, do you think your auntie had an inkling or she knew that this man was messing with her niece because she was calling her fast and
I
everything.
think Shan knows. And that's honestly, I ain't holding no emotions, no none of that back. I feel like she knew, and that's just how I feel. You know, I don't care about how nobody else feels. At the end of the day, it's my little sister. You know,
Right.
at the end of the day, I don't care what my grandma feel, nobody else feel inside the family because it's my little sister. And they all agreed to it. You know, I ain't gonna hold that back from them. They did agree on me with that, but so far, I don't.
So you think she knew?
I think she knew, and I just think it's hard for her just to, she's scared. She, hey, but
I see. So it looks like she lost a lot of weight. Did you notice that? They've been saying that.
Yeah, because the twins and them, they did go. The twins used to go work out with each other. They used to have days where they go with each other just to go to the gym and stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But significantly, since this case is about, they said they dropped a lot. They look more like stress weight. Do you think it's stress, or they naturally was just trying to work out anyway to lose the weight? Because one is smaller than the other. It looks like Shannon is
I feel
small.
like it's both.
Childish.
Shannon more stressed. Marquita more, I feel like neutral. She's neutral.
And Marquita's daughter was actually on the stand too, right?
Yeah, and that hurt me too, which is my little cousin.
So she witnessed.
Yeah, and my little cousin going through, she in therapy right now. She going through, depression and stuff. She's stressed. She feel like it's her fault,
She should have told.
Yeah, she feel like she should have told, and she's trying to kill herself, all types of stuff. So that's why her dad got her in therapy and stuff now. So he doing good with her with that and stuff like that. So appreciate him with that for doing that for her. But
now, have you been to any of the court dates?
no, but when this next trial come, I will be there. It's just I couldn't do it. It was too much at the time.
Yeah, because a lot of people lose it in the courtroom. I did see her father saying he almost jumped over, did this, he had to be kicked out, thrown out.
Yeah, so but I feel like I do need to, show up to one of the court dates, for not just to show up for, for my sister. It's not really about me. This about getting justice for my sister, I ain't worried about the money, the fame, none of it. You feel me? I just want to know what my little sister had. Just want to have a proper burial,
right,
good memorial, and just forever, have her name, forever live her name on, Because she was an innocent little girl, she was groomed into something that she wasn't,
Yes, it looks as that because I saw many pictures prior to this molestation when she was younger, and you could just see. I seen pictures of you and her. You could just see the light, just happy, just joyful.
It was happy.
And then after that, it looks like it was more vulgar songs, more like singing more. I think it was one she said she was going to be a wife and going to have babies and all of this. So
I seen the video.
So now looking back, it looked like, who were you singing to? Who were you talking about?
Relating on, I kind of look back at that too.
And then you look at this grown monster man that came into a family and seen it was a lot of kids there.
It's crazy.
And did that. And I also read where now are your cousins Shannon children still in her custody because they said CPS came and removed them?
I think the kids are still in their care right now. I don't know if that's gonna actually happen or not, but this situation deep, so I feel like it is gonna happen. I feel like the kids gonna get removed, even though I don't want them to. But if it's best for their safety,
Yes,
I agree. If it's best for the kids' safety, But this situation changed a lot for everybody in the world.
So has it split you guys' family apart, or?
It have.
Like, are people taking sides? Like this family, this cousin here, there, and there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, all this family arguing and stuff. Like, cause we was little. I ain't knew Roxy. I ain't never know Roxy. Like,
okay.
Until I got older and they start telling me about her and stuff like that. And then with this stuff, when Naziyah came out, and then I met her at the little balloon release. She you know, she did for Naziyah,
Mm-hmm.
which was, you know, I appreciate her for that. But, you know, her immediate family, which is us, you know, we were still putting together, you know, what we wanted to do for Naziyah. You know, this is deep. You know, it's a lot with this, you know. Honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do, but at the same time, like, it's my little sister, so I do whatever for my little sister.
Right. How you feel about like Skilla Baby and all these celebrities, and all them bringing awareness to her?
I appreciate them like so much. Like, you know, even though, you know, I ain't asked for it, that's off the love, you feel me, they have. You feel me? It touched them. You know, it's touched everybody throughout the whole world. So I appreciate them for, you know, getting that out. And, you know, Rod Wave, you know, that's my guy. I be listening to Rod Wave a lot. So I appreciate him for doing that. And
yes, and Detroit's own Skilla Baby for doing and making it his Instagram Abby.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for what he said, you know, when he helped him, but he said he ain't giving nothing to my grandma, aunties, and them. So, you know, I appreciate that, you feel me? For real, because, you know, at the end of the day, my little sister gone. You feel me? Everybody else kids still here, you know, my twin gone. I feel like that ain't fair.
Right. No, it's not fair at all. It's not fair. It's not, it's no justice in it, you know.
I gotta live with it. I gotta sleep with her picture in my room, you know. I gotta have her on me and stuff like that.
And you ain't, and it won't be no peace until her body is found.
Even though I'm still gonna be, you know, going through it, it just, I feel better. Like, okay, we found my little sister. I know what's what. This how I'm finna deal with it now, you know. And that's just how it is. That's just how anybody should move after when you lose somebody. It's always how you bounce back. You feel me from it.
Yes. Another question I wanted to ask you: who told you she was missing? Was there a call?
I got a call, like, cause I was gone. Okay. I was, you know, with my friends, and when I got the call saying my little sister was missing, I immediately shot over there where they was at, started looking for her and stuff, passing out flyers and stuff like that.
So when did you get the call? Was it the day, January 9th, or is this the next day?
It was the same day. As soon as when she went missing, they called. Like,
so is this at night? What time?
No, it wasn't. It was afterwards, because I remember my grandma was telling me we had to wait 24 hours and stuff. I remember she was on the phone with the detectives, and I came in the room, and I was asking her questions, like, you know, what's going on and stuff. She was telling us, like, okay, Naziyah's missing. We don't know where she was at. I seen she got off the bus. And it was just that. And that's when we started going out looking for her and stuff like that. Then when the next day came, that's when the situation, that's when everybody, the attention, you know, it started getting bigger, because, you know, she haven't came up nowhere. Like, she didn't come back home, nothing. And it been hours, it been a whole 24 hours go by, and she still haven't came home. So, you know, we just took our time and went out there, you know, went to go look for her, you know, try to trace everything, her phone, all that.
So let's back the story up. She go missing January 9th. Do you get a call at night, or you get the call the next day? If you can recall.
The same night. The same night. Cause it was.
So who called you that night?
My grandma.
Okay.
She told me Naziyah was, you know, missing and stuff. And I'm like, how?
Did she say missing, or she ain't come home yet?
Come home yet, but.
So in y'all mind, y'all thinking she probably with a friend, or y'all just brushing it off like, oh, she gonna pop up in a few hours.
I thought she went to, like, after school, you know, like, cause, you know, she was in after school programs and stuff. I thought she stayed for after school programs. So then we went to go look. We went up to the school. She wasn't at the school. You know, we went to their bus stop. Last thing they said, they dropped her off at the bus stop. And my grandma contacted her, went back to the school, got the accent. Who was the last bus driver and this and that, you know, and then in the area, we was going to everybody's house who had cameras and, you know, seeing if they had any footage on anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that where that one footage came about, where she was walking down?
The lady had a Ring camera, caught her, you know, walking.
Okay, so I read, you know, some of her friends' Instagram pages. Because it was said that Shannon and them said her friends probably said she just out effing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and that's like, honestly, I don't even know why she even said that, but she said she was going off of what her friends said. I'm not finna go for nobody friends.
Right.
Because it's always
She's still missing. She's still not here. It's not okay to be out 13 effing, you know.
You shouldn't even be doing nothing at that age anyway.
Yeah, so why would that be cool to just say, oh, she just effing. She'd be
Why would you
home.
even say that about your own niece, you know?
Yeah, so that gives me indication that she knew she was at least sexually active. Now, however, I go to some of the friends pages. I see one of her best friends. I think she had about 3. She got it on her page. The bio say age ain't nothing but a number. So did you see?
No, I don't really talk to
Did you?
I don't really, you know.
Her female friends. So most of them, they probably.
The friend that I knew she had was Maya.
Mm-hmm.
She was close to Maya, but Maya was hurt. Like Maya couldn't even talk. You know, her best friend was, you know, she couldn't even talk. She didn't know what was going on.
So have it been any indication, like any of her friends said she did tell us about Jarvis before? She did mention this.
No, but they did say she mentioned that she was leaving and that she was pregnant.
Okay.
Once we got all the information back from her friends and stuff, when the detectives talked to her friends and all, and they were saying that the day she was in school, the same day that she left, and she got off the bus, she was telling her, like, I'm leaving y'all. You know, I ain't gonna see y'all. And then, you know.
So was that indication she was thinking that they was going to run away together, maybe, you thought?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the police, they had cracked down on a lot of skip houses. There was a lot of skip houses around in the area that I stayed in that kids was going to, you know, leaving school early, going into the house, you know, I don't know, doing whatever.
Okay.
They cracked down on a lot of skip houses. Naziyah was not found in none of them.
Okay, and then later it was found she was way in Ypsilanti. She's here.
So in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, she moving this fast. It must be a movement. She must be in a vehicle or it must be mobile, moving body, something. You know, there's no way you at these spots that quick. I mean, my sister fast. She can run fast, but just like thinking of like, you know how. I'm looking at the mileage and distance and stuff. You know, how far she has gone and. It's just crazy. Like, then when they look back, I look back at the court when they saying all the spots he been stopping, River Rouge, and you know, it's crazy. Far out Ypsilanti, you know.
Hotel rooms he checked in.
Yep.
But being that she wasn't reported missing to the very next day, do you think that because your grandmother didn't go down to the police station and say, look, she missed and she didn't come home, y'all, it's past 4 or 5 hours, she really didn't press the issue, they probably could have issued an Amber Alert, maybe, that gave him time to do more to her body, like dispose of it, or... So you do agree with that theory,
I do.
He had more time because they waited that whole 24.
Yeah, had to. Like they wasn't. I feel like they wasn't on it like they was, like they should have been.
Only because the auntie saying what the friends saying.
As soon as when she went missing, and they found out, like, you feel me, like they was putting all the pieces together. Like some stuff was making sense, but at the same time it wasn't. Like her school ID was found over by Henry Ford.
In my hood, now I'm so motherfucking mad about that. That's why I'm from 7 Mile Evergreen. I'm like, I know he didn't come this way and drop a clue bomb over here.
It's crazy. And it was a old lady found it, you know.
Yes.
She was across the street and she didn't even want to touch it because, you know, she didn't want to be a part of it. I understand that. But she said it was just something about the ID that once she seen it on the news, she was like, okay, now let me go get this ID.
Yeah.
You know, she picked it up to the best of her ability. So shout out to her. I do appreciate her and she, you know, see this. So.
What's another crazy theory was the one shoe in the outfit that was found with the hoodie at River Rouge.
That's deep. They found both her shoes.
Oh, they ended up finding both of them?
I think they found both her shoes and a piece of clothing, and the DNA did match, and the hoodie matched too. So,
what I thought was strange.
Did you see the holes in it?
Yes.
And the blood?
Yes, what I thought was strange was that the outfit would look pink and then the shoes was like red and black. It looks as though like she changed because I don't see it didn't look like that was the last outfit in the last picture to me. So that give me indication. Did she go home when she got off the bus and changed and met him somewhere else?
I'm thinking if she probably has some clothes in her bag or something.
Yeah, because it's like these clothes.
The kid said Naziyah, she was in the bathroom and she had some clothes in her bag. So I think she had some clothes in her bag.
Like she packed some clothes in the bag. Yeah, because that make more sense because pink and red don't go. Yeah. And I'm thinking the way she looked kind of stylish or a young girl that's trying to get the attention of an older man, they come their best foot forward.
Then she had, then they caught a picture of her on the bus with her coat on and her book bag. And she, that be playing back in my mind every time. Like, dang. She got a book bag. My little sister was on a bus by herself. She got a book bag. You know what I'm saying? Never not knowing what's inside the book bag.
Yeah.
It could be another phone that he gave her or something or anything.
A lot of people were saying that there's another phone.
Yeah.
There's another phone.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. But sooner or later, I feel like he should tell us, everybody, where she's at.
The truth. So
this case can, we can get justice for my little sister because everybody's hurting him. I don't think nobody want to live with this, Just
It just seemed like the whole city is in an uproar. Mm-hmm. I want to bring up your grandmother is getting harassed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to,
They're throwing things at her. They yelling out things. They got it. I mean,
that comes with the internet, but like I said, I'm gonna clear that up. Like y'all could just ease up on her, just ease up on her. Like I feel like the attention should be more on Shan. That's what y'all should be looking at right now. Like my grandma, like I said, she was sticking her and she was blind. Even though she should have been on it and should have did her job. She old, and y'all can't take that away from her. So I'm gonna just clear that up.
Yeah, everybody
focus on Shan, not my grandma.
Okay. Because everybody know when you live with an older grandmother, you can get away. A grandparent, you can get away with a lot more than with your own parents.
And I know a couple. Everybody, it's a couple of grandmas. I know it's a lot of grandmas out here that's strict. I know probably even a couple of y'all parents was probably strict.
Of course, yes.
And that's just honestly, like, everybody not perfect.
So they out here harassing. I mean, they taking pictures, catching her at the grocery store with the kids.
All types of stuff.
But I just think, I'm not saying they not going to do the same thing to Shannon because the public is in an uproar.
Yeah, everybody mad. I'm mad myself.
I mean, I've never seen a case this big. And the people is mad. Like people are angry at the grandmother. People are angry. They're angry only at the grandmother, They going around saying she locked the refrigerator, the food up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Put the lock to it. She had her own little personal fridge. We had our own fridge, and she made sure we was good on food.
Yeah, because nobody was malnutritioned in the home. They said, when I read a few things, they said that nobody was like underweight. The kids wasn't abused, no marks. Because CPS definitely did their job with that. They gonna check out the kids.
Yeah, they gonna have a personal conversation with the kids. Because I went through that. Like before, when we got adopted by my grandma, we used to have our own social workers. They used to come out, question me and my little sister, ask us questions and stuff. We used to just keep it honestly with them. But, like you said earlier, a lot of families sweep stuff up on their rug and you'll never know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're at your grandmother because of that. They at Shannon because they feel like, Shannon, you knew.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you dealt with him. Before you even dated him, you already knew his background, regardless of what he got locked up for. You feel me? Probably gonna be a child predator no matter what.
In every range of their life.
Stay with him, man. And ain't you, even when you're a person, don't you gotta wherever you live, you gotta knock on the door and you gotta tell your neighbors or whatever
Well, it's been said that every Halloween I think they have to turn themselves in child predators. They can't be out. They have to turn themselves into the police station till Halloween is over. It is public information that you do have to report that you are a child molester. You can't be around certain like playgrounds, all of that can't be. You can't be in that facility. But like you said, he was working with a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And then here we have King on the stand who wouldn't even point him out. Yeah. When they asked, was he in the courtroom? What do you think about that?
Can you refer the question to me one more time?
Yes. King. That King was who was on the stand, mm-hmm. which is
y'all. If y'all could hit the like button. Oh man, it's some stuff that I wanted her to like let him finish speaking, because the one thing he called out was that school ID, which I thought was kind of strange, or not kind of strange, but very strange. How and when it popped up, but she didn't even let him go into it. She cut him off because it was in her neighborhood. But I'm gonna go back to it. But I do need y'all to hit the like button, y'all. I see y'all out here. Hit the button. It's the thumbs up. It's a thumbs up. You just press it one time. It's free. Just do that. And then I'm gonna get back into it. I like I said, I really wanted her to touch on let him speak a little bit more, get his words out, but you know, no shade or nothing. I understand she may be excited about the moment, but if y'all can just go ahead and hit the like button, it would be greatly appreciated, because I don't see them likes yet. I don't see them. I still don't see them. I would love to. I will really hit me up. You already know how to hit me up. I'm gonna put it back on there, but if y'all can hit the like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. I did want to hear more of what he had to say, but let me go back to it. It ain't playing. Oh, there we go.
Yes, he was driving.
It was. Think about it.
Did y'all hear that?
That was probably what Jarvis saying. It's hard to say, but he don't want to say it. You know, he's not trying to give it up. Yeah, he's trying to give himself up.
Yeah, he stated that Naziyah was with him that day in the car and that, but he wouldn't point him out in the courtroom. And I feel like he's guilty too. I feel like both of them did something in cahoots with each other.
Yes, for sure. I feel like if the police watching this or anything, any detectives, anybody watching this, I feel like y'all should look into it.
Well, he locked up right now on a violation. Yeah. That's why he was in a jail suit, because they got him you can't come into police contact on probation. And he's actually was locked up for beating his pregnant girlfriend up. Mm. That's why he was on probation.
But do you think he did that on purpose? Just to be in there with Jarvis? I'm just... I
just feel like he knows more than what he's going off. He's covering for a friend. Mm-hmm. Even when they called, he was happy to hear from him. Like, what's up, man? You know, like, it's things I wouldn't accept. Mm-hmm. Nobody can call me that's on trial or about to go to trial for the disappearance of a little girl I saw him with.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I couldn't answer. I couldn't put $1 on the books. He was saying, "You straight when we put something on the books?" It's like, wait a minute. I know we can't pick our family, but we damn for sure can pick our friends and associates.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
So, with that being said, I want to thank you for coming, sharing your story, and telling your truth. And what else you got coming up if you like to discuss right now with us?
I do have music dropping on.
Yeah.
I'm finna start my YouTube. Well, I do have a YouTube page. Life with Vari. You can put all caps.
Okay.
And I'm finna, I'm just this is a lot for me. So I feel like doing YouTube, starting YouTube, I feel like it helped me, like therapy for me.
Yeah. So is the music therapy for you?
Yeah,
I didn't know you
music,
did music.
yeah,
That's
I
good.
music. I love music. And anybody that want to work with me, I'm willing to work with you guys. Just please, when you come and you talk to me, just talk to me with love, support, and just keep it respectful. That's all I'm asking. Appreciate y'all for y'all time.
Okay, we thank you so much. Thank you for coming. We looking to hear more from you. We sorry about the circumstances we had to meet you upon.
All right, justice for Naziyah. Yeah. Um. Whew. That I'm glad he getting his platform to speak his piece. I want to hear a little bit more from him. Shout out to the interviewer, but I just wanted to hear a little bit more because I feel like he had a little bit more that he wanted to get out in that. And I do see that it is good and therapeutic for him. So I love that for him, But what he say, y'all? He said he believed. No, he questioned. He was like, "Do you think King violated so that he could go in there with Jarvis?" Now that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. Y'all got my zoo rag on because I just popped up on here real quick. I didn't even get a thumbnail. I didn't even make a thumbnail yet, but I'm gonna make it. And I look crazy, but it's okay. We rocking out. But yes, I want to hear more about that with King because y'all know I've been saying it's something more with King. It's something more with King, just how he carried himself in that courtroom and how he act like he couldn't see him. I know he's seen him because he walked right past Jarvis. He walked right past Jarvis. They've been in the same uniform, the same jail uniform. And y'all know I be studying body language. So when he when he sat down and she asked him, "Do you see Jarvis?" He looked over here to the camera. Why are you looking over here to the camera rather than over here to the freaking court? So that was just an indication that he was about to tell a story. Business partner. I think she meant business partner, but it seemed like Vari might be hinting at something like that too, like partner, partner, which, that's his business. That's his business. But, the fact that he thought that it was something there, something more. That's something. That's tea for me. And Chris voice, y'all. That is tea for me. It could be more there. Yeah, it could be more than business. You never know. You never know. He was really nice to him. He talked nicer to him than he did to his fiance. I heard that fiance call. And he wasn't really nice to her at all. He was talking to her like she was crazy. So that was interesting too, but I did share on my YouTube shorts Vari's clip. Yeah, Vari's clip with his music that he got coming out, y'all. If you see this video, make sure you support him because I keep on saying it and I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. That young man need love. He is her closest next to kin, besides her parents or whatever. They done been through too much together for this big old community to be, screaming justice for Naziyah, but not supporting her brother. That's crazy to me. And I feel like he deserves that love, this platform, every platform, and he deserves support, So shout out to everybody that is showing him love and support at the end of the day. Shoot. That's that. But What else did I want to say from that interview? He, like everybody else, he believes that Shan had more knowledge, and he reiterated the fact that her friend said that she was, leaving home. Um, and what else? That just brings, more to the story. And a part of me, every time I hear that she planned to every time I hear that she was planning to leave, I still got a piece in my heart that say it's possible that she is still with us. So when she was saying certain words like she's gone, I just don't. I maybe it's me needing proof of it or whatever, but I still don't feel like hope should be given up on her life because we don't know. Now I know the hoodie and all those items and everything, but I paid attention to the things that Jarvis search history showed, and he was looking up how to disappear without a trace. Like, I don't know that means you want to do the final thing. I don't know. I would pray that it don't, but I guess they have enough evidence, they're saying, in the court to prove otherwise. I hope they're wrong. I really do, and I hope that she is still with us, and I hope that we find out more. I pray that she is safe. And this could be delusion. I'm not really sure, but I just haven't given up on that young lady's life, especially if she was planning to he did what? Oh, his search history? Oh yeah, because I don't remember what day it was, but I have it in my notes. He has searched how to disappear without a trace, how to fake a bluicide. Y'all know the word, can't say it on here. How to fake a bluicide, all those type of things. So in my mind, I'm like, now as far as the time period, he was just searching. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was like December when he was looking this stuff up. So in my mind, even when you want, so if you wanted to fake a bluicide at one point, what was the end goal with that? Did he have some place in Ypsilanti, or however you say it, that she could be off the radar? Was it like that her home life was so dysfunctional that it was just, let's get her out of here and make them think she's gone? I don't really know. But now that was some of the things they didn't really highlight it in court. They highlighted the ones that everyone's talking about, the antifreeze, which I hope she wouldn't, they wouldn't give her, because I don't see that being like an easy process. Because would it taste like candy? Ain't nobody just gonna like drink it unless you mixing it with something, telling her it's something else, or forcing it like you do a little baby, which I try not to think of. But I don't see nobody just taking and drinking that. I don't care what your situation is. That's hard to wrap my mind around too. So that could open up a whole nother world too, in my opinion. I feel like, if you got to do something you don't want to do, then yeah, things could escalate, go left, and things happen. But that interviewer did bring up a good question that I also thought about, like the pink outfit with the red and black shoes. It don't match. Like that's just straight up, like it don't match. So was it that, and she didn't wear that to school that day. So again, it was like, was it just to throw off? Was he trying to follow through on the disappearing thing? But I know it had blood on there, but you can get that too without being unalived. You don't necessarily have to be unalived to bleed. You don't have to be unalived to bleed. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. There's still a lot missing, but I believe that in the trial, if he continues to take it to trial, it'll come out. And King probably did go get violated so he could be in there with him. and they could figure out how they're gonna go about this together. I have no idea, because I looked up King's stuff and I didn't really see anything new. So I guess it could be like a violation. King don't look like he gonna crack. That's for sure. It don't look like he gonna crack. Shannon, you think she gonna crack before the trial start? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Shannon is also a victim. I feel like obviously she's an adult too, but I feel like she probably got a lot of fear. Oh, you missed that part. I'll play that back. She probably, and I'm gonna link and put this YouTuber's, I'm gonna put the link to this video in here. I really just popped on here real fast and didn't even set up like anything, like nothing. So I'm gonna add everything so y'all can go check it out, you know, replay it and do it all over there. But I'll replay that part too, because I think that was right at the end. But what he said was he felt like King got something to do with it, and that he mentioned something about Jarvis not doing it alone. But Shannon, I feel like Shannon, he intimidates Shannon still. Now, think about the last interview with the last interview that Vari did with Blue Light Chronicles, where he mentioned things about the nature of Shannon and Jarvis's relationship. And since I mentioned that podcast, I'm going to put that link in here too, so y'all can go check that one out as well. But he mentioned things about the nature of their relationship. And so there may still be some intimidation or fear from her as well, where she's scared to speak up. So Shannon, if she does crack or speak up, she might have a breakdown, need lots of protection. And another thing Vari said was that the people that Jarvis worked with at that car shop has the same type of, you know, background. So they could still be out here working for him or working, conspiring all together. We don't know what type of program they got going on for real. So we got a couple of more weeks before the next court day. I was hoping it was going to be the trial on March 7th, but I'm hearing it's just a hearing. I know Roxy has said that it was a trial, but we've learned that, you know, it could just be a hearing or whatever. So we'll see what we find out when that happens. But I feel like Shannon, she may not crack. She may not. She may just see what happens. I believe that they believe that since there is no body, it's going to be hard to convict on that. But even with just the other charges that Jarvis has, he's still gonna get a lot of time. But maybe they're just waiting out to see exactly what happens. Now, if he get charged and go through the trial and they do convict him and jury finds him guilty and everything, then she might crack because she may have a little sense of protection. Yeah, I thought it was Roxy said that on her page that it's the trial date. Then I saw, I think it was CBC News website said that it was a calendar hearing, which they'll find out like the logistics of the trial. So I don't want to say it's the trial. It could, if it is the trial, then it'll be the trial. But the news reported it as a calendar hearing. I may just call them tomorrow to see what exactly it is at this point, because I would like to know. But I feel like King definitely knows more. I've been saying that, and I told y'all too. The freaking red Jag, that whole red Jag they was working on, I feel like that is just an alibi, in my opinion. And that's just because King was on the tether, and the tether gonna tell everything you're doing. And the tether showed that he went to Ypsilanti at least 2 or 3 times. And every time he went, he testified on the stand that Jarvis was with him. So every time you work on this car, Jarvis is with you. Cool. But he knew that his tether was going to show that. And so that whole, okay, red jag thing, it was meshed in to conceal what really was going on. Or they made it convenient. They knocked out two birds with one stone. Okay, we gotta go to Ypsilanti. And I know they searched out there, but I think they need to search again out there, because I noticed when King testified. Now I had this on my TikTok, but I need to put these videos on my YouTube too, because I noticed when King testified, his behavior changes when he is trying to justify something. So he was trying to justify his trips to Ypsilanti. A little bit too hard for me, trying to convince a little bit too much, like, oh yeah, but like, I can't really explain it. I'm gonna just have to post the videos. But he was really trying to downplay it. And also, King said he acted like he didn't know Naziyah's name or really could recognize her. Like, he wasn't that familiar with her. But he also said, and y'all ain't even hook up my microphone. Y'all can hear me pretty good. Cause I forgot I told you I ain't even hook up my microphone, y'all. I just popped on here. But King was saying, what was I saying, y'all? What was I saying about King? I know that, he act like he really didn't know Naziyah like that. But one time when he was blabbing, because the prosecution asked him the same questions back to back. She did it back to back. I paid close attention to it. And the first time, they ask you again to see if they can catch you up in your story. But the first time was after she asked him some questions and he got real comfortable. He got in his flow state where he started talking too much. And he said Naziyah got in the car and she was like, hey, King, hey, Jay, which means y'all on a name. Y'all know her by name. Y'all know each other by name. Y'all very friendly at this point. She got in and said, hey, King, hey, Jay. Then she followed up again with more questions to where he act like he really didn't know her. And then the defense attorney picked up on it too, because when they came for cross-examination, the defense said, because at the end of the prosecution or at some point during the prosecution's examination, she handed him Naziyah's picture and she was asking him like, like she was asking him questions and said that he recognized her or whatever, and said something like, dang, what did she say? Whatever she said, he was like, he knows her now. Like, now I know her since this court case. That's how King said it. After he done said that, she said, hey, King, hey, Jay, about 20 minutes before that, but then he put it like, okay, yeah, I know her now because of this court case. So the defense, like I said, picked up on it, because when she came during cross-examination, she said, so did you know her before? And he said, no. You're telling a story. He told a story, because hey, King, hey, Jay, if Naziyah know you like that, don't even front. You know her like that. It ain't just like that. No, don't act like you don't know her. He know her. He know what's going on. And he conspired, in my opinion, upon the information I've seen, in my own opinion, my own belief, he knows a lot more. And those trips to Ypsilanti was not just about no red jag. I don't care what they say. And I do want to go deeper into that red jag lady, her testimony. I haven't even really combed through hers because I just been watching King. I've been on King and Shannon like a hawk. Okay. And to the lady with the red jags, like I said, she really just the alibi. King then convinced her to be the alibi, in my opinion. Just because it's just not adding up. And you notice how they threw King under the bus in court. They was like, how many times you talk to the police? King didn't talk to the police, y'all, 4 times. 4 times. And the one time was the day before the press conference. He did not. Now, that was another thing. He tried to downplay that. He didn't like that part being brought up in court. And another thing was the second time the police talked to King, King was popping off at the mouth to where the point they threatened him with revoking his probation. And I gathered that from the defense attorney in her line of questioning. And King said, you know, everybody was just upset. Again, trying to downplay that, right? But it was, and then I don't even got my notes. I'm going off the dome, y'all. But I've been studying that man. Wasn't that the daughter of the Jaguar owner? Who? King said the second time he talked to the police, he was off tether. But according to his same testimony, he didn't get off tether till March. By March, King had talked to these people like 4 times. So he keep telling so many stories. He got so many things. They didn't caught him up. Maybe that's why they holding him. Maybe I don't know why they violated him, because they wasn't going to violate him at that second time he met them. They because the defense attorney asked, she was like, did they violate you at that time? And he said no, but he said he was aggressive because he was telling them, I can't be having police contact because I'm gonna get violated. And so she was like, well, did they violate you? He was like, no, that wasn't the daughter of the Jag owner. That was Shannon's twin sister daughter that testified. She's 9 years old, so they didn't release her information, but it was Shannon's twin sister daughter. And she is, I guess, with her father now. According to Vari, her dad's taking her to therapy because she's been dealing with, some things. Why did he testify months before everyone else? Yeah, that's a good, I don't know why because he testified in November. I don't know why he testified. That's a good question. Why did King testify so early for the pretrial? That's a good question. I don't know. I wonder if they just wanted to get him. I don't know. Because it seemed like if they would have got him to say what they wanted him to say, they would have maybe let him out after. But he's still in there. So I don't know why he testified so early. I don't know. What you think? Why do you think he testified so early? And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. He could have testified early. I don't know. That's a great question. That was very strange. Unless he was going to be like a protective or like the key witness. Maybe he was going to be the key witness and they was trying to protect him or something. I'm not really sure why he testified early. But I do think that is a great question. I'm pulling. I hear it.
Was he in the courtroom? What do you think about that?
He referred the question to me one more time.
Yes. That King was who was on the stand, which is Jarvis' partner that they stated in court. They asked him, do you see Jarvis in the courtroom? Can you point him out, point on a piece of clothing? He said no.
I feel like you're a part of it. That's because remember when they said that he had somebody else with him?
Yes. He was driving.
It was think about it, it might be. That was probably with Jarvis, and it's hard to say, but he don't want to say it. He's not trying to give it up. He's trying to give himself up.
Yeah, he stated that Naziyah was with him that day in the car and that, but he wouldn't point him out in the courtroom. And I feel like he's guilty too. I feel like both of them did something in cahoots with each other.
For sure. I feel like if the police watching this or anything, any detectives, anybody watching this, I feel like y'all should look into it.
Well, he locked up right now
Oh,
on
they
a
already
violation.
locked up, yeah.
That's why he was in a jail suit, because they got him just, you can't come into the police contact on probation. And he's actually was locked up for beating his pregnant girlfriend up.
Mm.
That's why he was on probation.
But do you think he did that on purpose? Just to be in there with Jarvis? I'm just, you know, I just, you know,
I just feel like he knows more than what he's going off. He's covering for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they called, he was happy to hear from him. Like, what's up, man? You know, like, it's certain things I wouldn't accept.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can call me that's on trial or about to go to trial for the disappearance of a little girl I saw him with.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I couldn't answer. I couldn't put $1 on the books. He was saying, you straight want me to put something on the books? It's like, wait a minute. I know we can't pick our family, but we damn for sure can pick our friends and associates.
I'm gonna post that video too. My battery
I totally agree with you.
charger.
So, with that being said,
The only thing is,
I want to thank you for coming, sharing your story.
I try to keep it straight over here. When King and Jarvis had that phone call, Jarvis had not been charged for Naziyah's unaliving yet. That phone call is what led to Jarvis. That phone call with King is what led to them discovering Jarvis's phone, which led to them going through his phone and finding the evidence to which he was later convicted. King was locked up for he was already going to jail. He was locked up for a gun. He was going to be getting out. Jarvis was locked up for a gun already when him and King was on the phone. That's what he was in jail for. He was not locked up for Naziyah yet. But when him and King had that phone call, Jarvis told King, hey, get that phone out of Tasha's truck, told him where it was at. So King hit up Tasha like, hey, come up here. I got some work to do on the car. Tasha go up there. King didn't get the phone, but when the police heard that phone call that Jarvis made to King, which I think that phone call might be on my page. If it's not, I'm going to upload them. But that is how the police got the phone. Once they got the phone and went through the phone, they got the evidence to then later charge him with Naziyah. Okay? And other stuff that he got charged with. But so I just wanted to correct that interviewer there on that point. Not that it makes a huge difference, but I like to give y'all the facts and minimize confusion over here. So yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and upload some more clips from King's testimony that I felt like was key moments that if you're not careful, you might just slide by them. And I feel like King definitely, know what's up. Yes, I'm gonna bring the facts and keep it straight. We're gonna throw in our opinions here and there based off of the facts, but I gotta keep the facts straight over here. So yeah, because my battery about to die again. This was I had to just get on here and stream it with y'all type thing. And I'm just not even all that prepared, but thank y'all for tuning in with me. And, before I go, make sure y'all hit the like button because I have videos now. And shout out to y'all, my viewers. I got videos with over 1,000 views now. And it got like 10 likes. That's crazy to me. Like, it literally is 1 second to press the like button. Just do it. And shout out to that interviewer, D-Body. I am gonna link, like I said, her video in the description once I get off of here. Shout out to Blue Light Chronicles. I'm gonna link them too because I referenced some of what they brought up on their interview with him as well in this discussion. And shout out to everybody with a platform that's opening up their platform for people voices to be heard. And we're all just trying to make our way, figure out our way. Streamers, everybody, we trying to figure it out. So, be sure to give grace and show love and support the people that you know that you viewing. Be sure to support them. And that's all, folks. It's your girl Evie with Evie TV. And if y'all got some questions, drop them in the chat, in the comment section. After you hit that like button and subscribe, then I'll get back to y'all with more information. Yes, it don't cost a thing, y'all. Show some love. Share the video. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be back on here. And y'all look for my uploads and my descriptions and everything. I got that coming for y'all. Peace out.